What if I told you that the people who grew $10,000 into $300,000 didn't work harder than you? They didn't wake up at 5 a.m. They didn't hustle 18 hours a day. They didn't flip sneakers or day trade crypto at 2 a.m. They just understood one thing, and then they let time, math, and a few very boring decisions do the heavy lifting for them. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to turn $10,000 into $300,000 the lazy way. No gimmicks. No get-rich-quick schemes. Just a strategy so simple, it almost feels like cheating. Stay with me, because by the end of this, you'll know exactly what to do. In what order, starting today. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people with $10,000 will still have $10,000 or less 5 years from now. Not because they're lazy, not because they're stupid, but because nobody ever taught them what money is actually supposed to do. See, most people treat money like a noun. Something you have. Something you hold on to. Something that just sits in your savings account earning 0.01% interest while inflation quietly eats it alive. But wealthy people treat money like a verb. Something that works. Something that moves. Something that compounds. Here's a number that will change how you think. Forever. 72. It's called the rule of 72. Divide 72 by your annual return. And that's how many years it takes to double your money. At 2%, your typical savings account, your money doubles in 36 years. At 10%, the historical average of the stock market, your money doubles every 7.2 years. Now here's where it gets interesting. If you invest $10,000 at 10% annual returns, after 7 years, $20,000. After 14 years, $40,000. After 21 years, $80,000. After 28 years, $160,000. After 35 years, $320,000. That's not a theory. That's math. And the lazy part? You don't do anything after year 1. You just wait. So where exactly do you put this $10,000? Let me walk you through the lazy investor's hierarchy. Step 1. Kill high-interest debt first. I know, not what you wanted to hear. But if you're carrying credit card debt at 20%, investing in the stock market at 10% is literally losing money. Pay that off first. That's a guaranteed 20% return. Nothing in the market beats that. No high-interest debt? Great. Let's invest. Step 2. Max out your tax-advantaged accounts. This is where the government actually tries to help you, and most people ignore it. If you're in the US, that means a Roth IRA. You put in money that's already been taxed. It grows completely tax-free. And you withdraw it in. Retirement with zero taxes. Zero. That. $10,000 growing to $300,000? The government gets none of it. In 2024, you can put up to $7,000 a year into a Roth IRA. So put $7,000 there first. If your employer offers a 401k with a match, contribute at least enough to get the full match. That's an instant 50% to 100% return on that money. Free money. Actual free money. Step 3. Put the rest in a simple index fund. Here's the lazy investor's secret weapon, the index fund. Specifically, something like a total market index fund or an S&P 500 index fund. You're not picking stocks. You're not researching companies. You're buying a tiny piece of the entire US economy. When the economy grows, and over long periods, it always has, you grow too. The best part? These funds have fees as low as 0.03%. Compare that to the 1 to 2% a financial advisor might charge, which doesn't sound like much until you realize that over 30 years, that difference could cost you $100,000 or more. Okay, so you've invested your $10,000. You're officially a lazy investor. But here's how to turbocharge the results without turning this into a second job. The single most powerful move you can make after your initial investment is to add to it consistently. Let's look at two people. Person A invests $10,000 and never touches it again. Person B invests $10,000 and adds just $200 a month. After 30 years at 10% returns, Person A ends up with $174,000. Person B ends up with $587,000. Same starting point. Same market. The only difference? $200 a month, roughly $6 a day. The price of a fancy coffee. Now I'm not saying you need to add $200 a month. Even $50 a month makes a massive difference. The point is, consistent contributions are the real lazy wealth builder. Set up an automatic transfer on payday, and forget about it. The automation does the work for you. The second accelerator, don't panic sell. This sounds obvious. It isn't. When the market drops, and it will drop, it drops every few years, everything in your brain will scream at you to sell. To protect what you have. Do not do this. The investors who turned $10,000 into $300,000 didn't do it by avoiding crashes. They did it by staying in the market through crashes. Every major crash in history, 2008, 2020, the dot-com bust, was eventually followed by a full recovery and new all-time highs. The lazy investor's mantra, set it, add to it, and ignore the noise. Now let me be straight with you, because I'm not here to sell you a fantasy. 35 years is a long time. Not everyone has 35 years. So let's talk about what's realistic for different situations. If you're in your 20s or 30s, this strategy is basically a cheat code. Time is on your side. $10,000. Invested now could genuinely become $300,000. Or more by retirement. You barely have to think about it. If you're in your 40s, you may not hit $300,000 from $10,000 alone. But adding consistent monthly contributions dramatically closes the gap. And the tax savings from a Roth IRA or 401k are still worth tens of thousands of dollars. If you're older, or you need the money sooner, the same principles apply, but your timeline changes your strategy. In that case, keep more of your money in safer, lower volatility assets. The stock market is not a place for money you'll need in 3 years. One more thing, the 10% average return I've been quoting is historical. The past doesn't guarantee the future. But across every 20-year period in US market history, long-term stock investors have come out ahead. That's not certainty, it's a very strong track record. The risk of doing nothing? Inflation eats your savings at 3 to 4% a year. That $10,000, sitting in a savings account in 10 years has the buying power of maybe $7,000 today. Inaction has a cost too. So the question isn't whether to invest. The question is how to invest wisely. And now you know. Alright, let me give you the lazy wealth building checklist. 5 steps. That's it. 1. Pay off any high interest debt first. Non-negotiable. 2. Open a Roth IRA if you're eligible. Platforms like Fidelity, Vanguard, or Schwab make this free and easy. Takes about 15 minutes. 3. Put your $10,000, or as much as you can, into a low-cost index fund. Something like FSKAX, VTSAX, or VOO. Set it and forget it. 4. Automate a monthly contribution, even $50 or $100. Set it to pull automatically on payday. Make it invisible. 5. Don't touch it. Don't panic. Don't try to time the market. Just let compound interest work its quiet, powerful magic. That's the lazy way. And it works. If this video helped you see money differently, drop a like. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people who need to hear this. And if you want to go deeper, I've got a full breakdown on related video topic. Link is right here. If this video helped you, make sure you subscribe, drop a like, leave a comment below, and share this video with someone who needs to see it. I'll see you in the next one.